Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. This is the world of the Adpocalypse #2. We are deep in it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the vlog. I thought, since we're already not making any money this week on YouTube, we might as well make a video crapping on the site anyways. Because if they demonetize it, it doesn't matter at this point. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Adpocalypse #2. Today, I'm doing a sit-down video basically talking to you guys, explaining the situation, because I know that a lot of you guys are either, you guys don't care about what happens on YouTube, or you're just out of the loop, so I thought I'd fill you in, because this is something that's been said multiple times this week on YouTube, so I said I might as well take the idea and talk about it as well, since we're not going to be getting paid this week much money at all, most likely. So, no editing on this video whatsoever. I'm just gonna make it and then I'm gonna upload it because I got other stuff going on. I want to explain the situation, and then I'll explain a little bit about what's going to happen on my own channel for this week. So for those of you guys who are just here to get the explanation and don't care, you don't have to worry about it. Just my viewers, you can stick around till the end so you can get an explanation. But basically, this week some interesting things happened on YouTube. I'm going to give some context. So a few years ago, there was a situation on YouTube dubbed the Adpocalypse, where a bunch of advertisers, in a reaction to being flooded by different news publications to YouTube, kind of showing them that YouTube was a very dangerous place and that had really racist and derogatory videos on the website, and they had ads playing before those videos. In reaction to that, a lot of news publications reached out to the advertisers that YouTube were advertising with, and let them know that there were ads being played on really bad videos, ads of theirs, so companies like McDonald's and Walmart and Disney, all kinds of companies. And YouTube, in reaction to that, began the whole demonetization, yellow monetization mark that you guys all know and love, that I spoke about in the past. If you don't know about that stuff, there's plenty of other videos online that will explain it to you in further detail, but that's just to give a bit of context. So earlier this week and last week, there was a guy that I don't want to mention his name because I personally don't want to give him any more attention than he's getting. But there was a guy on YouTube who had discovered that there were videos on YouTube that, for all intensive purposes, were according to the guidelines of YouTube, but had people in the comment section of those videos reacting in a very perverted and gross way to the people on camera, specifically children on camera. And in reaction to that, the said person started reaching out this week to a bunch of different companies to let them know that they shouldn't be advertising on YouTube. When it began, it first felt like a very normal thing, like he was reacting to it in a very normal way, but as the week progressed, he showed his true colors, and showed it as more of a way to both get attention to his own YouTube channel, because he does make YouTube videos, and to really just screw over the website for a lot of people making money and working on YouTube. And so he succeeded, and a bunch of different companies decided to pull their ads from YouTube this week. The ones that I know for a fact, I think, are Disney and McDonald's, if I remember correctly, but there have been some that have re-implemented and some that have left again. But basically what's happening on YouTube is, for us, the YouTubers, the people making the videos, those ads that these big companies decide to pull, that basically means that we can't make money anymore, or we won't make money on our videos. Now, specifically for my channel, I'm not seeing any sort of a serious effect. I have seen a slight decrease in revenue this week, just because I believe that YouTube is like slashing, or not YouTube specifically, but the advertisers are slashing their ads or putting pauses on the ads, so that affects the whole website in general. My stance on it basically is that I'm a YouTube channel that's not making tons of money at the moment, and when I do make videos, I pump a lot of heart and effort into that content, and that's my bread and butter. That's all I make money from, is really my YouTube and Facebook content. And so for me to upload videos during a time that I know the website is not going to really promote or make me any money, I just can't do it. It's basically like me working for free. And so I won't do it. I won't partake in it. So that's just a brief stance on it, just for right now. And it's not really like a money thing. It's just, I have to survive, and so it's easier for me to work on the videos that I'm working on right now, which I'll explain later on in this video, and have them edited and ready to go when YouTube comes back to its 100%, and not upload it to YouTube when it's not at its 100%, because for me, it just ends up screwing myself over. But to get back to it, basically, YouTube, in order to appease the advertisers, and this is not to go against YouTube in any way. I actually like to crap on YouTube quite frequently because I want to help make the site better, but in this situation, I really can't even give them too much crap because YouTube is doing its best in a really horrible situation. I think it was Philip DeFranco this week that I was watching that basically said this is a lose-lose situation for everyone, both for the man who started this, for the YouTubers creating content like me, and for YouTube itself. Nobody is able to win in the situation. It's just a really bad situation. So basically, to appease the advertisers, YouTube basically began, implementing stricter rules when it came to uploading and monetization, like it did the first Adpocalypse, which gave us those beautiful yellow demonetization marks and the demonetization with the slash in the middle that everybody knows and loves nowadays. But basically what's been going on, YouTube policed a bunch of YouTube channels, deleted a bunch. I think it was like 400 YouTube channels that YouTube removed or something, or maybe it was 400 videos that YouTube deleted from the website. In addition to that, accidentally, because it happens, YouTube deleted some channels that were not were not engaging in anything wrong. It deleted like a YouTube channel about Pokemon Go. And then further re-implemented it after, they gave them back access. But for a few days, they just deleted somebody's entire livelihood and everything that they've ever built ever and have ever made money on. So that's a wonderful thing that happened. And so in addition to that, they have implemented this new rule where if they deem so, they can demonetize your video based on the comment section of the video. So if you, as a YouTube commenter or a user, and please don't go off and do that with this information that I'm giving you, but it is a scenario that you can technically do nowadays. If you want to destroy someone's livelihood, if you want to destroy someone's YouTube channel, you can technically go into their comment section and comment a bunch of abhorrent things and really, really bad things. And YouTube might see that as something bad and then might demonetize the video. And if you were to do that technically on someone's entire YouTube channel, you could essentially take down someone's channel in a way, or basically at least deprive them of their livelihood. But in addition to that, things get even better. YouTube also decided that if it deemed so, it could disable comments on your videos if it wanted to. And obviously, I'm not throwing this liberally, like they just demonetizing, taking away the comment section. But if they went into a comment section of your videos and instead of seeing those people that are commenting really bad things, if they saw that it was too much, they would just remove or disable comments on your video, period, without your consent. They'll just do that themselves. So YouTube has to do this because if it doesn't do something in reaction to the fact that advertisers are leaving, advertisers won't come back. It can't just sit around and not do anything. So I actually understand YouTube having to do this, and I don't think personally that my videos should get affected because as much as I try to be a good boy for YouTube and not mess up in any way, certain form, it always feels like there is somebody pointing an imaginary gun to my head. That's just me being honest with you. There are certain things that you don't talk about, there are certain things that you don't say, but that with this increasingly becomes more scary because now it is what it is. It's beyond my control. So I can do my best to be as good of a YouTuber under the terms that I want to be, but at this point, if somebody else outside of my control decides to destroy what I'm doing, YouTube will, partake in that and destroy it fully. So it really sucks. It's really demotivating. It's not a fun situation. I am kind of sitting on the sidelines right now, kind of watching the situation, because I'm basically, to explain for those of you guys who are my viewers, I've been doing a bunch of food and fun and simple content for the last month, but basically moving forward for just the next few weeks, I am creating this really, really, really detailed everything you need to know guide about New York City. And for that, the editing is a lot higher, the amount of time that I spend filming is a lot higher. I have been really busting away this week, just working as much as I can to get this guide up and running, but it's not something that I feel comfortable putting out on the internet while all of this is going on because I don't know what's going to happen on YouTube. And so hence, there will be a small break on my YouTube channel this week. I will always try to make these simple videos and maybe another walk and talk because I know that you guys love those. I'm not so stressed about money with those because they're easy to make and I can just pump them out. So for me to go waste 17, 16 hours editing and filming a video and then upload it and not be able to make money from it or not be able to see a growth from it because of what's going on the site right now, it doesn't make sense. So that's just a little explanation for you guys. I'll be taking a small YouTube break, but it won't be, you guys aren't going to miss anything. There should still be content, but it's just going to be different for maybe at least another week or 2 weeks, who knows. But yeah, I've basically been sitting on the sidelines, just watching, listening to the different perspectives that are coming out from different YouTubers. I'm just trying to watch the situation as a whole and be as much of a, make as many calculated and simple decisions as I can as a YouTuber. I want to do things that make the system happy and not make the system angry. And so far, I'm sure that YouTube is working on it, but they haven't put out a necessary like statement or anything telling us, okay, these are the exact new rules. This is what you should follow, and then you'll be okay. They've just put out certain pieces saying, if you do this, we might do this, and if you do this, we might do this. And that for me is dangerous territory, because I know that my content's not controversial or anything, but if there's a kid walking around in one of my videos in the background and somebody comments something bad about that kid, if my video gets demonetized for that, I will go crazy. I won't be able to handle it. I just don't want to put myself in that situation. So I want to make everything as easy as possible for my mental sanity and for YouTube. So sitting on the sidelines, watching it, let's see what the other YouTubers say, let's see what the bigger guys say, let's see how the situation unfolds. But this, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. This is the world of the Adpocalypse #2. We are deep in it. It's exciting. It's an exciting time to be alive. Nobody would have thought that 2019 would bring along this again for the second time. It's great to be a part of YouTube this time with the Adpocalypse #2. I love it. I was around for the first Adpocalypse, or what was dubbed the Adpocalypse, and it was just around a video of mine blowing up, the cargo ship series that I did, and it really sucked because basically my first viral video per se took off right when YouTube was going through this, so I basically didn't make any money off my first viral explosion. But this time around, it's my full-time job. Then it wasn't, so it didn't affect me as much. Now it does, because every video that I put out, I want to make sure is getting the most exposure and making the most money, so I can put food on the table for myself every day and pay rent for my wonderful, luxurious New York apartment. But that's a situation that I'm in. That's a situation that many YouTubers are in this week. It sucks, but it is what it is. We got to watch and deal with the situations that they come. Once again, can't put the blame 100% on YouTube. They, I know from what I've been reading and what I've been seeing, and I truly believe, are working their hardest to try to figure the situation out. Maybe they're not doing the best job, but they got to work with what they have, and that's not a lot right now. I really put a lot of this blame on that guy who started this thing, and I think he's a real... I'll just stop myself, because we don't want to get demonetized on a video that's not going to make any money already. But yes, I'd like to point the finger at him in this situation. But once again, there's stuff going on this website. Not all the content's perfect, so you can't really fix that. But that's just a little bit of information for you guys, because I know that many of you guys watching are not in the loop with this stuff, and maybe I might be the only channel that you guys are subscribed to, or you guys watch content that's not really about this type of stuff. But I told you guys I'd be letting you guys more into my life and into the stuff that I deal with, and so this is part of the job on YouTube. Sometimes every couple of years something like this happens, and it really sucks. And it is what it is. It's just something that we're gonna have to deal with. So if you see a lack of uploads on this channel for a little bit, don't think that I don't love you or not uploading. I'm working my butt off. I'm filming every day. I've literally scheduled a video to shoot this week every single day. I'm not stopping. Every single day I'll be shooting and editing content, but we're gonna wait until everything is normal again, or as normal as it can be, to upload that content. And we'll ride this wave out, and I think everything should be okay. All right, that's my 2 cents. Love you guys very much. If you want to support this channel, you can buy some dope content. Content? No. You can buy some dope merch. This isn't my merch. This is actually Jacob Carlson's King of the Vlogs merch, but I don't think he has this up yet on his channel. But if you want to buy my merchandise, you can. It should be on the screen right now or in the description, and you can help support this channel in these very dark times that we're living in. That's not the guilt trip you. Please only buy the merchandise if you want it. There was something else that I didn't want to show you guys. Me and Jacob 3D printed a Tricera fish. This is a Triceratops dinosaur head on the body of a fish. I was really sad when we printed this, and this really cheered me up, including tequila. So this and tequila, if you're feeling bad, print yourself a Tricera fish. And I'm feeling a lot better now. I don't know why I wanted to show you guys this. I thought it was cool. It's a cool thing. So shout out to Jacob for helping me print a fish. All right, we're going to see you guys in the next one. I love you long time. A goodbye, Clats.